Here we go. We're finally in our first qualifying match.
Here we go, mate. Qualifying match, best of 5 between these two players. In map number 1, Jagannatha ALE, and spawning here, the Blue Protoss player playing for License to Kill. This is Rhizer.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Jagannatha ALE, we have the Canadian Protoss. He is red, representing Berserker Esports. It is eXiled. You just spray?
He's saying highlight. He's saying hi.
God, gosh. Ay.
Berserker Esports, mates, is an organization that I'm most familiar with because they made a lot of tournaments for Diamond and below.
Yes.
And I'm playing a couple of those.
Yes, they are a relatively new organization compared to, places like Proxy Tempest or SCV Rush. Berserker Esports did start last year running amateur events. I believe they also, for a period, ran events for pro players as well. And yeah, they started their pro team.
Oh, nice block of the building over there by Rhizer. Oh. So that second gateway, mate, is a lot later than it should be, and it's not in a position that you usually wanna put it in.
Oh, exactly. But the Cybercore does close up that wall. eXiled does make up for that. Rhizer just being a little bit annoying in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, definitely. So normal openings for these support players. The question is, are they going to open with Stalkers, or are they going to open with
Adepts?
Or maybe they're going to open what? Who was it? Someone yesterday opened with 1 Stalker, 1 Sentry.
Yes, that is a more safer opening that a lot of Protoss players do. So there are, again, variances of how you want to open up. At the moment, both players, oh, there we go, eXiled, opening up that little bit safer with that Sentry. Of course, the Sentry provides some security with that force field and can also send out them Halukes.
Yes. Good for scouting, good for defending. Not much good for DPS, but they do something.
Yeah, they
do something, and
they tickle their opponent, I guess.
And yeah, and Xyle going there for a quick span. Meanwhile, what is Rhizer doing? Rhizer is going for even more Stalkers.
Yeah, 2 more Stalkers on the way, so he's going to be looking to be a little bit aggressive here. Still staying on 1 base, throwing down a Robo. Uh-oh.
1 Robo, 3 gates, and I believe Rhizer's prop went and hide somewhere in the map, I believe, or was he sniped off?
It was hiding, but I believe it did get sniped. In the end, yes, it did end up getting chased down by the Stalker of eXiled. But again, Rhizer is going to be incredibly aggressive here, and eXiled still hasn't gone for a scout. Oh, the Sentry.
Going for the Sentry. 1 more shot. Ooh. There we go. The Sentry goes down.
Mate, the Sentry did nothing with its energy. Couldn't even throw down the force field, couldn't throw down a hallucination, and this is disastrous here for eXiled. Meanwhile, more Stalkers reveal themselves. I feel like this is a tell for eXiled. Thankfully, he does have a shield battery that's about to finish up.
But yeah, mate, the Warp technology is done. The Warp Prism is halfway done, and I think, heavy Stalker pressure is going to be happening in the next 2 minutes. Like, let's see if eXiled survive, mate, because behind this, he's going for Dark Shrine.
He is going for a Dark Shrine, and that will definitely help him survive, but it's going to take a long time to finish up. The Stalkers, they just don't stop coming. And as you said, when the War Prism shows up, he doesn't have to try and force his way through this shield battery. He can just go straight into the main.
Yes. Shield battery overcharge has been used, and after this, the shield battery I don't think has very much energy left. So that shield battery basically isn't there anymore.
Yeah, essentially, there we go. We just do see a massive warping of Stalkers. That Dark Shrine, it's so close to finishing up. If he warps in a couple of DCs defensively, then maybe he can hold on. Uh-oh.
Rhizer, he's just walking in, straight into eXiled base, and mate, this is a lot more Stalkers than what Xavi has. Plus, with that Warp Prism, mate, look at the juggles.
Yeah, exactly. Who needs Blink when you have a Warp Prism, because all these Stalkers are going down. GG gets called. And Rhizer takes game number 1.
Shout out to Chaos Fate who's in the chat. Chaos Fate, tell us, how was the party last night?
Oh no, I forgot. Ay. Shout out to Chaos Fate. Chaos Fate qualified for the Latin American closed qualifier the other day, yesterday even. And he said as soon as he qualified, he's like, yo, I'm gonna go party. Going out for some drinks, mate.
Look, mate, the money that he earned in EPT, he's going to go. He has to go somewhere, right? Might as well.
There's a reason why we we didn't want to enable Chaos Fate there. Oh god, and help fund his addiction.
Look, mate, it's only an addiction if it's a problem.
It's a problem. Mate, from what we've seen, it's a problem. Okay, it's a big problem. It's the biggest thing holding Chaos Fate back. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. We're getting set up for game 2. Can eXiled bring it back here? I mean, oh boy.
I mean, he didn't look bad in game number 1. It was just that Rhizer was extremely aggressive for a 1-base push. And with the opening that eXiled went with the Dark Shrine, mate, that's not something that you usually survive that 1-base push with.
Definitely. You say 1-base push, mate. 1-base all in.
True. Anyhow, there we go, mate. Welcome to map number 2, Oxide, LE, and Spawning here. The Blue Protoss player already up 1 game. This is licensed to kills, Rhizer.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of I'm falling apart, of Oxide LE, representing Team Berserker Esports. It is eXiled. And
breathe.
Funada Skylar in the chat, mate. He showed up. Void Ray's too strong, bruh. Oh god. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. And yo, Tavo as well. Everyone's waking up.
Everyone's waking up, mate. It's like 6-7 p.m.
Mate, you don't know how hard Chaos Fate partied last night, okay? Oh god. He called up the other Peruvian Terran boys. Tavo, Neo. Oh god.
Yeah, let's see game number 2. Rhizer opening with his buildings over on the low ground, mate.
Yeah, I'm surprised eXiled didn't go for this same opening. Oxide is a much easier map to defend your natural base on because of this ramp. That is the reason why eXiled went for that low ground wall. I mean, sure, eXiled is being annoying. He's throwing down a pylon, gonna force the Zealot out, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's much of a reason not to go for this kind of opening for a faster Nexus as a Protoss player in a PvP. Yes.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, the standard. Well, other than the building position, standard openings for both players. Double gate for eXiled, double gate for Rhizer. Rhizer, he was forced to open with a Zealot. And oh my god, this is going to, yes, a Cybercore block as well.
Yeah, nicely done there. He does throw down the Cybernetic core again, delaying the natural for as long as possible.
And, like, just to trade off, he put the emote as well in the base.
He did. There it is. So, this is very interesting. Rhizer did go, oh, there we go. Another emote at the ramp. So, Rhizer went for a scout. He saw both gases. So I think he knows that something is out of the map. There we go. Yo, he's gonna instantly scout the proxy Stargate. Wow.
Yeah, Stargate is going to be scouted 100%. There we go. He sees it. He sees it immediately come back. And yes, Tokes is probably what's going to keep pumping up out of Rhizer's gateway so in the next few minutes.
Exactly, we even have a shield battery in the main as well, so one Oracle will do nothing to this mineral line. The Stalkers are already in position, and this will force eXiled to expand, but Rhizer also being annoying and throwing down a pylon here to block that expansion.
So yeah, at the end of the day, if this Oracle does nothing, make Rhizer is in a very good position. Then his natural is first. His army is like in good positioning as well. And let's see what he does. The Oracle is coming and immediately gets sniped.
Oh yeah, immediately does get denied. It accomplishes nothing here. I mean, to be fair, because the Oracle is still alive, he can use it to scout later on. He can dive in and throw down that revelation. But at the moment, yeah, he just hasn't really been able to accomplish too much. He gets a zealot, I guess. He's gonna get what he can get. Okay.
Mate, that Oracle is a what's the word I'm looking for? Is a
sad.
Yes. That's a bad Oracle. He's going for the only unit he cannot shut up.
Oh god, feels bad, man. I mean,
yes. And by the way, now the tables are reversed this game, like, because look who's going for the Dark Shrine.
Mate, the turns have tabled. Rhizer's like, yo, I saw that build order. I saw you going for the DTs.
Did you just say that turns have tabled?
Mate, that they have, mate. Oh my god. Dark Shrine, it's about to finish up, and Rhizer is actually going to be able to warp in DTs, unlike eXiled last game, where the game ended before the Dark Shrine even finished.
Yes, definitely. There is a robo on the way, and the Oracle is still flying off of there in the map. So eXiled is not, dead by default. He can defend against this. But yeah, I mean, unlike the previous game, Rhizer has his base pretty well covered up. And oh my god, 7-8 workers killed by those Oracles. The Oracles are going to die. Okay, one survived, but they ran out of energy, mate. And so there's nothing here to watch out for the Dark Templars that are coming up.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Like, if the Oracles went down, then they wouldn't be able to use their Revelations on the DTs. Thankfully, one Oracle does just barely stay alive, has a decent amount of energy, does have enough energy for a Revelation, but it is not in position. Meanwhile, DTs, they are waddling into the main base, and unfortunately, the Robo is busy making an Immortal, not an Observer.
Yes, and he
Oh.
He doesn't notice the DT managed to get into the main base and into the natural base, mate.
The Stalkers even show up. The Stalkers are here to deny the Oracle. Oh my god.
Oh, the shield battery saves them. The shield battery saves it, but still, mate, the Dark Templars plus the Stalkers, mate. I feel this is going to be GG, mate. eXiled is losing a lot of workers, 17 workers killed so far, and the Dark Templar is still alive.
This is an insane amount of damage. The Revelation was used in a panic, even though there's already an Observer out here. The Stalkers, in combination with the DTs, was such a big brain play. And maybe Rhizer can't end the game now because of the Immortal, but he's dealt so much damage, mate.
There's still one DT alive, mate.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he was the Immortal.
Please atop the Immortal. The Immortal is gone, and immediately eXiled GG's, and Rhizer takes up the second game in the series.
Wow.
That was a big brain plan by Rhizer, mate.
That was insane. That was crazy. Oh my god. It's like he knew what the response was going to be. He knew where the Oracle was as well, because it was turning around. He knew there was one out there. Like, there was just everything just kind of came together there for Rhizer. That was crazy. Wow. That's all I have to say. I'm in awe, mate.
Yeah, that was a nice place by our American license to kill player here. And yeah, he's up to mate. He only needs to win one more and he qualifies for the close qualifier on Saturday.
He is so close, and honestly, he is deserving to qualify. I mean, mate, he beat Skylar. That's that may as well have been the qualifying match. Let's be real here. So for him to already be up 2-0 in this series, eXiled isn't a bad player, but he's in a really rough position. He has to reverse sweep here if he wants to qualify. 3 wins in a row, mate. Oof.
Lobby is done. Now we just need for the players to join. And where is eXiled? There we go.
Yep. Lobby is being made. We do have our map ready for us as we get all the casters in here. Of course, this is being casted in English. It is also being casted in Spanish. So, of course, if you do want to check out Oris's stream, you can do so as well. As we are getting ready for potentially the final game in this series. And as we wait, so let me just quickly refresh this bracket, see if we have any updates. Have we seen any other names fall here in this qualifier?
Let me see. No, we have not. We have the 4 qualified matches still in place. Rhizer versus eXiled, which is what we are casting. We had BioIce versus Hydralink, Warren versus Uko, and Semper versus Cats.
Oh boy. Meanwhile, that's something that I have to get around to doing. I was asking Volts, like, yo, what do you prefer to go by, Hydralink or Volts? And he's like, Volts. I'm like, all right, I'll get on it. And I haven't switched that on Wikipedia.
Yeah, Wikipedia we have in Hydralink at the moment.
Yeah. It's a process. It's a process to switch names on Wikipedia. Very long process. Oh.
Yeah, speaking of very long process, mate, welcome everyone to 2000 Atmospheres and spawning here. The Protoss player who is up to 0, mate, he's so close to qualifying. This is Rhizer.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Canadian Protoss player. People in the chat, Canadians in the chat, he needs your energy right now. He is down 0-2. He needs to win 3 games in a row, or 2 games in a row to take you to the ace match, 3 to qualify. Can he do it? Representing Berserker Esports, it is eXiled.
Hey, you're Peruvian. You should cheer for eXiled. No, the flag of Peru, the flag of Canada, almost the same thing. No, there's only one leaf difference between the two.
Do you cheer for the Italians as well? Is that what you do, That King? Is that?
Yes, miss Ryu. Of course I do.
Oh god, Ryu, Rainer. I didn't realize you were such a big Zerg fan.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, man. I'm a big Zerg fan, man. Right. Because I know that when I see a Zerg and a Terran, I know the Zerg is gonna win.
I'm gonna click that. I'm gonna. Oh god. Oh my, eXiled being very cheeky once again. Oh, we'll see if this pays off, because if you remember, in game 2, eXiled did go for a proxy Stargate, and it got scouted.
Yes, got scouted right away. Now let's see if Rhizer takes notice. His prop is going for funky places.
Uh-oh.
In funky places, is he going to...
He's checking the watchtower.
Yes, the watchtower. And then he's leaving, so he's not checking exactly... Oh, wait, he is.
Yeah, he is. Unfortunately, he is checking the closest area, the most obvious location for a proxy Stargate, which is here outside the main base, and then he is going down towards the bottom right, and it looks like he is on the path to scouting the proxy once again.
Mate, what a small disaster again for eXiled.
Oof.
Again, Rhizer immediately, 2 stalkers.
Yeah, 2 stalkers are on the way. We should be seeing a shield battery in the main base as well to protect against that Oracle. Meanwhile, eXiled, he is not just going for a proxy Stargate. He's ramping up the aggression here with these 2 adepts, not just 2 adepts, 4 adepts.
Yeah, definitely. They have the potential to do damage while the Oracle is distracting them. But there's a prop ready. Is he going to be able to close in time?
Ooh.
No, they do not. Mate, the adepts go in and start killing props, mate. Two
like
props go down.
Half a second too late, the adepts do get in. They are killing probes. At the same time, I don't know if you noticed, another big brain play. Rhizer, he waited for the Stargate to finish, and then he started attacking the pylon just to make sure eXiled wasted resources on it.
Nice, nice. So we want there is not going to be an oracle this time on the map. So even so, eXiled managed to get in 5 workers killed. Now it is his turn to defend, mate. Because on the other side, Rhizer is going for the same thing he did in game number 1, 3 get into a robo.
Yeah. Stalkers are here. We have more Stalkers rushing across the map. Adepts, they are not ideal against Stalkers. Sure, there's a shield battery, but there is no Nexus. There is no overcharge. Oh god, the micro. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Look at him. Look at it. Oh, it's just unfair. Jesus, and more Stalkers just keep showing up. Finally, we have a couple of Stalkers here for eXiled. They are kind of currently the backbone of his army. He just has to buy a little bit more time for the rest of his shield batteries to finish up.
Oh, Rhizer loses one of the Stalkers, but the War Prism arrives, mate, and the reinforcement. I think this is going to start working wonders now for Rhizer, mates. The second shield battery is finished, but there's only so much energy that it has.
Oh, exactly. Meanwhile, more Stalkers are falling down. The micro is pretty good here from Rhizer, keeping the majority of his Stalkers alive. He just continues to push on forward. And mate, I think this is going to be too much. I think he's just overwhelming eXiled.
Yes, only 2 Stalkers left for eXiled, while 5-6 Stalkers for Rhizer, mate. Stalkers enter the base. There's no shield batteries here inside. The boys are being pulled.
Oh my god, the boys.
There's one Artosis pylon for everything.
Exactly. He's throwing down another pylon to help out his fellow pylon brethren, but the Stalkers, they just don't stop. We see a recall. A couple of Adepts do return home to help out, but I don't think it's going to be enough, mate.
Yeah, it's not, mate. He's starting to lose workers, a lot of workers, and there's still a lot of Stalkers. The Stalkers of Rhizer do not die. He's juggling it very well, and GG, and Rhizer wins the series and qualifies to the close qualifier.
Wow, GG. Congratulations, Rhizer. He does move on in this tournament. He qualifies for the close qualifier, as you said. Not just that. Let me just quickly check something. I think... Okay. He did drop a map. He did drop a map today, but what an impressive showing.
Yes, GG. Good job, Rhizer. Qualify for the tournament on Saturday, and you take home how many dollars it is for at least the close qualifier? Let me check.
Ooh,
you're going to take home at least $150.
Nice. That's a good chunk of change. Meanwhile, it looks like as soon as we finished, another series has ended. BioIce versus Volts also finished up, and BioIce did 3-0 Volts.
GG. Congratulations to BioIce, also qualifying another strong Canadian player going in.
Yeah, maybe Volt's regretting a little bit switching to Protoss there. To be fair, I haven't seen his Protoss before. I've seen his Zerg, but I feel like maybe his Protoss isn't quite at the level yet of what his Zerg was at its peak. But again, it's only been a couple of months. You know, he still can work on it, slowly getting it better and better. And now there are only 2 series left.
That's versus Semper and Warren versus Uko, which they should be playing at the moment.
Yeah, I believe Katz is streaming his POV, so you can jump over there. And oh my god, they are on Beckett Industries actually. Oh my god. But unfortunately, because he's streaming his POV, they don't have the score at the moment, so I'm not too sure. Where they are in that series. Oh, this just in from Steadfast. Semper is up 2-1. Cats took a game. Yo, nice. Cat's on fire, mate.
Yeah, man, he can still do it.
Still got it in him, mate. This old cat can learn new tricks. Oh god. Meanwhile, it looks like Horus is gonna finish up his stream for today, which is understandable. It's getting kind of late, and I believe he was casting EU earlier as well. Was
yes.
he? Yes.
Yeah. 'Horus casted EU in the morning, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Horus casted EU in the morning, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's been casting for a long time today. Much love to Otis for providing that Spanish stream. Again, one of the pillars of La Espida. And now I leave this to you, Darking. Should we stick around and wait for Uko versus Warren, or should we close things up now?
That is a good question. Let me check. How many minutes have they been in game?
It's hard to say. It sounds like no one is casting Uko versus Warren, so like no one was in that series. So because of that, we don't know what game they're in. We don't know if they're in like the last game or not. Meanwhile, Semper versus Cats are in game 4, and potentially Semper could just end it then and there. So we could be waiting for nothing if we wait for their series. So yeah,
it's your call, mate. This is your stream. I'm just the guest.
Yeah, it is a bit of a shame that unfortunately there wasn't a cast that was able to jump onto Uko versus Warren. Like they're great players, they're deserving to be covered, and it looks like there are still a couple of people willing to wait to cover that series. Steadfast, Rotterdam. Yeah, there we go. Steadfast confirming that he's going to wait for them. So we could wait, and then all of us would just jump on that, or we could just call it here and then give someone a cheeky raid. And I can't.
You're just thinking, man, how early can I end the stream so I can go and play Final Fantasy?
Nah, man, I'm gonna pass out. Like, I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I slept for 1 hour, I think. 1 hour, yeah. I'm glad I was able to make it through today. Especially because we're not done for today. In 9 hours, I believe, mate, DreamHack Oceania, it's starting.
Finally, the rest of your boys, mate, it is their time.
Mm-hmm. It is their time. Starduck and Oria have been practicing hard. Well, Starduck has been playing StarCraft, I guess. Arcade. Shaking my head, Starduck. But yeah, sorry, I have to correct myself. In 8 hours is DreamHack, the very first open qualifier for Oceania. We will be casting that on this channel. So again, if you have not had enough StarCraft today, then we will be live in 8 hours with that. I'll be casting alongside Yakuzaku, the infamous Yakuzaku, and we have a very special wardrobe for tonight. So keep an eye out for that.
Wow, a very special wardrobe, you say?
Yes, we're gonna have a guest.
Now you make me want to see.
We're gonna have a guest appearance, mate. We're gonna have a guest appearance as well. So
ooh.
Yeah, we have some things planned for the DreamHack qualifier. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Oh god. But I guess I shouldn't speak too much on that at the moment. I should also just quickly cover the rest of this event. Quickly showing on the screen right now. Massive shout out to Antis, Foxer, Rob, and Richie. They qualified through qualifier number 1, and here in qualifier number 2, it is going to be Rhizer, BioIce qualifying, and the other 2 players are still to be determined, but because there are still so many English casters waiting to jump into their series, and we are one of the smaller casters, to be honest, it would make more sense for us to hand things off a little bit instead. Oh boy. So yeah, again, thanks everyone for tuning in. We really appreciate the support. Honestly, we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of exciting games. Even though Skylar didn't make it through, he had a very entertaining showing, I believe.
Yes, definitely. One of the most unique Terrans out there.
It's a good way to put it. Oh god. And with that, Darking, why don't you let the people know, mate, where can they find more of you? Who are you, Darking? Who are you?
Hello, I am Darking. I do many things behind the scenes. Although lately I've been in front of the scenes because of the fault of this man here next to me. And yeah, please follow me on my social media at Darking65 on Twitter, and on my Twitch channel, where sometimes I stream StarCraft and other fun games at twitch.tv/Darking65 as well.
Yeah, he does admin a lot of tournaments. Without Darking, the Latin American StarCraft scene wouldn't be as prosperous as it is now. The next big event that Darking will be running is going to be Desafiantes, which is essentially code A for Latin American StarCraft. The players for Desafiantes still are not confirmed. We still have to play through the second qualifier, so still
the close qualifier as well.
Yeah, and the closed qualifier. So still plenty more StarCraft to go before that happens. But yeah, Darking, he's a great guy behind the scenes, and even here in front of the scenes, casting. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome, Light. You're welcome.
Oh god. Likewise, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. I do stream occasionally throughout the week. I may stream some ladder later today. We'll see. There's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of VODs to edit, especially because of how often we've been live this week.
No, Light, stop working, go to rest.
We'll see. And yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in today. We really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, Rocklets, once again for subscribing with Twitch Prime. If you want to support this channel further, you can again check us out on Patreon. You can subscribe to the channel. We have plenty of rewards for you, plenty of emotes in the chat as well, our infamous Duckling. And again, we'll be live again in 8 hours with some more DreamHack qualifiers. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.
One.